Hey, it's Annie. Today I'm going to give you some tips on drying your hair, styling your hair, if you want to add volume to your hair, okay? So my hair is short, medium length, but you can apply some of these tips too, even if you have long hair, okay? In case you didn't know that, I am a licensed hairstylist. I don't work I'm not in the field anymore. I don't work in a salon anymore, but I still keep up my license. And these are tips and tricks that I would share with my client every time they sat in my chair, because most of my clients wanted body and volume. Some of us don't, because some people have a lot of hair, thick hair, and they're like, they want to tame it down. We'll slightly talk about that a little bit. But I'm going to share just, my tips on how to blow dry your hair, products to use, and all that, okay? So before we get started, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you also click on that bell, that notification bell. Just click on it on your phone, and if you're on a desktop, click on it, check that box. They make you do 2 steps. I don't know why. Because anytime I share a new video, you will be notified. And I share a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but the month of October, I'm challenging myself. I'm doing this with my girl at Thrift Diving Diva, Serena. So I'm gonna leave a link below too for her channel. Sometime this month we're gonna do an interview or something together. I don't know, we're still trying to figure it out, but you're gonna be seeing me every day and you don't wanna miss it, because I'm gonna be sharing a lot of fun tips, okay? So today it's about hair. That's why I have a towel on my head. I got out of the shower, did my makeup and skincare first and then makeup, and now I'm gonna show you my hair. So before we get started, this is what I do. So I put my towel on my head, and then I want to put my products on so I can dry my hair. My hair is starting to get dry because it's starting to get dry. You're going to see my hair dries pretty fast actually, but that's okay. We still do this because let's talk about it. Okay. So if you want to get body and volume in your hair, there's a couple products that you want to try. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. Okay. And why I'm going to use it. So you can use a gel or a mousse. And if you use a gel, I would use a watery gel. I wouldn't use a really thick gel, or you can use a mousse. Now, if you use either of these, actually years ago, I used to mix the 2 together. It would depend on the client. But when you are using these, you want to get them at your scalp if you want to get volume. If you just take a gel and just slap it all over, you're going to weigh your hair down. If you take a mousse and you slap it all over, it's going to do the same thing. You've got to get it at your root area, okay? So you just take a small amount, put on your fingertips, whether it's a gel or a mousse, okay? Get on your fingers and really work it at your scalp. Now, if you have curly hair, but it's fine, and you want to add body, but you also want to put it on your ends just to kind of help define your curls, then put it on your scalp. Whatever you have left, work it into the rest of your hair, okay? But don't just put it all over, because it's going to weigh your hair down, all right? So let me show you what I use. So I use this one from Amika. I shared this not too long ago in a video. I love this. I actually use 2 products, okay? So this is called the Bombshell Blowout Spray, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to use this in a minute, okay? Because I'm gonna do it on my hair. So I use this, and then I also use Living Proof's Style Extender, okay? I use these both. The reason that I really like these as opposed to using a mousse or gels, I feel like I don't have anything in my hair, okay? I love how it feels, and it doesn't build up on my hair. I can go a couple days and not shampoo my hair, and it feels good. And that's another thing I want to talk about really quick before I do my hair, is there's a lot of controversy about either washing your hair or not washing your hair. You have to do what's best for you in your scalp and your hair, okay? I don't wash my hair every day. Now, if I had a sweaty, gross scalp every day, I probably would be, but I don't. The reasons that I don't shampoo my hair every day is, 1, I use a hair dryer every time I dry my hair or wash my hair. I have to dry it with a hair dryer, and then I'm using a flat iron on it. So if I did that every day, my hair would be really dried out. I don't care what you put on your hair. I don't care what shampoo, conditioner, product. I'm still drying my hair out. So I do not like to shampoo my hair every day, because that's what I would have to do. So I don't do that. Okay, and number 2, it dries out my scalp. My skin just dries out really easily on my scalp. So for me, I don't wash my hair every day, okay? But you do you do whatever works for you. But for me, that is why I don't do it, okay? So I don't think anybody should say you should do this or you should do that. You have to do what's good for you. Not everybody can wash their hair every day, okay? And not everybody can go without washing because some people have really greasy scalp and they have to get that off. I totally get that. So you have to do whatever works for you, all right? Another product actually didn't talk about that's good for adding body and volume that I was using more when my hair was shorter is a dry shampoo. Now I prefer to use a powder. The one that I really liked is from Schwarzkopf. If I can find it, I will link it below, but I don't think they make that anymore. They used to sell it at Walmart. I love it because it's really fine. It's not heavy. I tried the one from Redken. I hated it. I felt like I was putting chalk on my scalp. So it should not feel like that. The stuff that I used was very light, very, very light, but it gave me some volume on body, okay? So let me show you how I do this, and then I'm going to talk about how I dry my hair and how I flat iron it, okay? I'll probably fast forward some of this because it might be boring, you know, as far as when I'm drying it, but I want you to get the main idea and the tips, all right? So let me take this off. So what I want to do, see my hair is still wet, and this is what it looks like when I get out of the shower. So what you want to do with this spray is, it says section it off. Now, that doesn't mean I have to go like this, the clip and take, no, nobody has time to do that. Basically what I want to do is I want to get in here and start spraying in sections, okay? I love this because I love the bottle and it really, like you can get it where you need to get it. You know what I mean? I love this stuff. So see, I'm just section off. I'm just getting it right at my roots. So let's do the same thing. I'll start from the bottom and take my fingers and rubbing it in. Take another section and do the same thing, okay? If you have really thick hair and you feel like you have to section off, then you can go ahead and do that, okay? I don't have that issue, so I just pull it out and just section it out, okay? And I'm just spraying it at my root area. I'm gonna do the same back here, except I'm gonna start at the top here. Okay. The main thing that you want to remember is you want to get it at your root area. Now I'm not going to go all the way down because I don't really care to get body down there. I really want to get body up here. Okay, that's where I want to get it in my crown area, and that's where most of us want to have it. Want to have that body up here. You don't want to have it down there. Okay. So now I'm going to take this style extender. I'm going to put it on my finger. Oops. This is one thing that you got to be careful so it doesn't come out that too much, okay? You can kind of see, can you see how much I have? Very little. It's kind of runny, and I'm just going to rub it in my fingers, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on my roots. You can see I have a little bit of a wave in my hair. It's kind of crazy, but I don't have a wave that I can do anything with my hair. That's why I don't. That's why I usually flatten my hair out. So then I'm gonna take my brush here. This is just a vet brush. I love this. This is from Cricut. It's the tunnel brush. I don't know if they make these anymore. When you have one of these brushes, you have it, it seems like forever. And I've had this, oh my gosh, for years. Years and years. So now I'm gonna brush it kind of the way I'm gonna do my hair. Now you can do two things with your hair. I'm not going to show it on camera because it's kind of hard how I'm set up in here. But if you want to add body to your hair, after you brush it through, and you don't have to, if you're going to do this, you don't have to brush it the way you want it styled, okay? You can tip your head upside down and blow dry it that way, and that'll give you some body too. So you just tip your head upside down and just dry it, okay? And then flip it back up and finish drying it. My hair is sort of almost dry, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to take the dryer and I'm going to use my fingers first, and I'm going to lift it and I'm going to dry it all over. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to use a round brush and I'm going to show you how to do that. But let me get my dryer here. So that is what I'm going to do first. If you're going to use a round brush, or, well, yeah, mostly this is mostly if you're going to use a round brush. You don't want to, even my hair, it's still too wet to use a round brush. You want your hair almost dry before you use a round brush, or you will be sitting there you'll be there all day and you're gonna be like, I'm not drying my hair with a round brush, okay? So you really wanna make sure that your hair is almost dry. My favorite round brushes, I've used these for years and years. When I was in a salon, I was using these. These are my favorite, and these are by Technique. And this number is 390. That's the one I have. It's pretty big. I love these brushes. They have this little thing on the end, which you don't have to use. You can take it out. But if you want to, what you can do with it is you can, as you're drying it, you can go like that, take your hair dryer. It just kind of helps section the hair off, okay? You don't have to use that if you feel like you're not coordinated. But I love it because it dries your hair really good, it styles it really good, and your hair doesn't get all tangled and caught. I love these brushes. I mean, seriously, I've been using these for over 20 years. I've been using this brush. I love them, okay? So let me get started. So first I'm just gonna take my dryer and just dry it. Kind of lift it up from the root with my fingers. And this is exactly what I would do if I was styling a client's hair, okay? Now, if I were to finish drying my hair and just didn't use this round brush and tried to flat iron my hair, I wouldn't have any body and volume in my hair still. Like, I still need to use a round brush, okay? And don't be afraid. Like I said, this is the best round brush you'll ever buy. They're just the best. I love it. So I'll just take my hair and section it out. You don't have to be really picky about it because I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Now, this is what you have to remember if you want to add body and volume to your hair. If I go in with my brush like this and I just go down with it, I'm not going to have a lot of body and volume. I'm just going to have a straighter look, and that's fine if that's what you want. But if you want body and volume, you got to hold that brush way up like this and just keep turning it like this as you're drying it, and then you put it down. And you see it already, and I'm not even drying it. Do you see how it's pushing away from my head? That's going to give you body and volume. Now, if I just did this, do you see the difference? So it's going to just lay flat. So if you want body and volume, the higher you go and the more you lift it, the more body and volume. And then if you're pulling it straight down, you're not going to have that body and volume. It's just going to be straight look, okay? Just hold it up like that. And my hair is drying pretty quickly now. My hair usually does. So I'm going to take another section. Just clip it up like that. If you feel like, oh, I'm getting too much body, just go ahead and blow dry it down a little bit and you'll get rid of that. Because mine was kind of getting a little too poofy there. I'm just going to roll this out. Okay, so you can see it already. Always blow dry your hair too in the direction you want it to lay, okay? So I want mine to lay down like this and kind of around my face. So that's the direction. So now I'm gonna start drying my other side, okay? But see how much faster it goes when your hair is almost dry? If your hair is really wet and you try to use a round brush, you won't wanna ever round brush your hair again. And as I'm going in the back, I'm just kind of bringing my brush up like this. See, when I do that, I'm picking up the hair and then I can dry it, okay? Oh, I love these brushes. I love them. They're so easy to work with. And you won't get your hair all tangled in it. Love it. Now as I work down to the bottom of my hair, I just want to get a little bit of a bend in there. I don't want to bring it out like that or it's going to stand out. So I'm just round brushing it and pulling it down. Okay, and that's it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my flat iron and I'm gonna show you how I flat iron my hair, okay? Okay, so I have my flat iron here. This is a Diane. I don't use a really expensive flat iron. Some of them are really expensive. I could get a really expensive one at the beauty supply store, but I just feel like I don't think it's necessary, in my opinion. I don't think it's necessary to have a big fancy flat iron unless you're going to be working on clients. I don't think you need to spend over $100 on a flat iron. That's just my personal, I think this was like $16 on sale. It was at the beauty supply, but it was on sale. So yeah, unless I'm working on clients where I'm using it all the time, I don't think it's necessary to spend that much money on a flat iron. That's my opinion, okay? But what I am going to do is I'm going to use a spray again on my hair. So this is going to help protect my hair from my flat iron. This has some protectant properties in it as well, but I still like to use this because I don't want to fry my hair out. I do have a little bit of color in my hair, and you know, my flat iron's kind of stained from my color. It looks kind of grody from my hair color. So I still like to use this. This is from Redken. This is the Iron Shape 11. I've been using this for years and years, and it's still my favorite. So I just spray it all over. And it never feels like, and that's all I spray, by the way, you don't have to go crazy. And I never feel like, with all these products, I don't feel like I have product in my hair. That's important to me. I'm not a big hairspray person. Sometimes I use hairspray in my hair, but very rarely. I do have some that I use, but it's not an everyday thing for me. I don't use hairspray every day. So something that I want to tell you really quick, you don't want to have this set too high because you could fry your hair off, okay? And I am very quick to go through with this. I just take it, I bend it, I work it through. I don't press on it too hard. I just put it together, have my hair slip through it, and then I release it, okay? And like I said, you don't want to have it too high. Oops, there it goes. It just heated up. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to bend it under just like that. It just, this actually helps give my hair a little bit more body. So again, I'm just kind of holding it up because I want to get that body. And as I get to the top, I'll even get it close to my scalp and pull it down. Just like that. Really easy, right? And I will be honest with you, some days I don't even section out like this. But I'm just sharing it this way with you because I think it might be easier if you're not really comfortable, you know, doing it without sectioning it. I don't always section it. Just like that. And then as I get to the top, I'll hold it up more. Straight up like this. And just bend it over. But to see all the body and volume I have in my hair, and it doesn't look stiff or anything like that with the product I have on, that's why I love these products, because it doesn't feel like I have product in my hair. It doesn't look like I have product in my hair. I love it. So that's why I really like what I use. And just bend it under like that. See that? And then as I go along, I kind of look at it, see how it's laying. That's what I do. Really easy, right? So let me do this other side and I'll section it. That. Doesn't take long. But it just really smooths it out and really finishes my hair. So I'll kind of just do that. And I'm in the process of growing my hair out right now, so yeah, just keep that in mind if it looks a little bit crazy. I haven't had my haircut since June. So if you look back at videos in March, I think it was, my hair was really short. It was too short for me. So here I'm just lifting it up and I kind of feel. That's what I do, I just feel. I don't really look in the mirror. I look in the mirror when I'm done and make sure that it looks good, but I just can feel how I need to do it. So I'm just bending it under. I like to have my volume, and most of us do. We want to have our volume up here, and then here you want to lay down, okay? So I'll hold it up here, and then as I work down, I'll kind of do less of that. And just slowly pull it through, see? And I'm going to turn around the back in a minute so you can see the back. I don't even know what it looks like. But I'll turn you around anyway so you can kind of see what the back of my, hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? I hope so. I can't see the monitor. So this is what I do. Just like that. And then like I said, I will look in the mirror when I'm all done just to make sure that I have it. But I just take sections like that with my fingers and just slowly, just like that. And that's it. That's all I do. And I don't use anything else to you know, on my hair or anything like that. That's it. That's all I do. So that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really hope that this was helpful and informative to you. I will link below the products that I use in case you want to check them out. If you have any questions about hair, styling hair that maybe I didn't address, let me know in the comments. I would love to help you out, okay? So just let me know or let me know too, did you like this video? Let me know. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. And you can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I will leave the links below. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you soon. Bye.